Yo, what's up guys? Driven to Chunk here, and today we're going to be going over the second developer stream for Project Diablo 2's Season 11 that happened over on Senpai Something Stream today. If you missed the first one, go ahead and find the links or go check out my page for the first recap of the developer stream. As you can see on this one, we're going to start Season 11 on May 16th at 10 a.m. Closed beta will be May 3rd to the 11th, and open beta will be the 12th to the 13th. And stick around. Give a like and subscribe if you want to keep up with these updates. Getting into it, first one's just a quality of life thing. You can now add hotkeys for your personal and shared tabs, as well as if you look at the bottom, you see shared and personal bank. They are now separate holdings, so you can put up to 5 million in your personal bank as well as 10 million in your shared. And I believe they're considering being able each character to hold 5 million instead of 1 million on their person. So that's a pretty cool little addition. Okay, the first new item of this developer stream is a barb helm called Wild Speaker, kind of a war cry helm. We can do 1 to 2 barb skills. We've got 20 FCR, 2 to 3 Grimoire, 2 to 3 Shout, ED, 10 to 20 Vitality, and some increased mana percentage, regenerate mana, so a little love for the Singer Barb there. And here is the big announcement that he was teasing last stream. We have our own currency and materials tab. That is amazing. And this is its own separate tab from your personal ones. This will be implemented into single player and offline mode. So you won't even have to wait for the season to end to have access to this. And look how beautiful that is. You have all your runes there. You have all your crafting materials. You have all your gems. You got all your map crafting materials. You got your Uber materials. You even have, rejuvenations. And you might ask, how much can you put in there? Well, he's got 3,000, but the max limit is 9,999. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. People from play Path of Exile will recognize pages like this. This is the stuff that makes this mod so amazing. They weren't even planning on doing something like this, but one of the developers took charge on it, and they all pitched in to get this thing done. And I'm just, blown away by being able to have something like that. And he'll give some examples of how you move things around. So you can pull things out in ones, fives, 20s, and 50s. Because that's the max stack that they have there. And as you can see there, and you do this by control shifting, pulling things out. And as far as if you want to, maybe put them away, you don't even have to go to this tab. That's what's crazy. He'll show here in a little bit. Like, he's just going around pulling stuff out. Well, you want to put it away? It doesn't even have to be on this tab to automatically throw. Well, if he's looking at this tab, he's going to move it over like you would. Where'd it go? It just automatically went to the tab. So that's crazy that they coded this in and took the time to give this to us. And there's your materials tab right there. You just click on the little hammer. And there it is. Yeah. So anytime you just want to throw all your crafting materials and stuff from a map, just boom, 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 and it'll go right to that page. So awesome. And here's an example of how he can refill Jews. Just do a quick little refill into your inventory. To move them over, you'll still have to do them one at a time. Okay, moving on, we got a rework to Ursa's Nightmare. Originally, this item had it to you cannot life steal when you're above 60. Well, now it's 75%, so a little buffer, as well as they adjusted the increased splash radius based on missing life. Instead, it was like 1% based on whatever missing life. Now it's 2, so you can get that a little quicker. And now it rolls between 30 to 35 max life. They also changed it to angelic orbs. Normally, you would need a perfect skull for them. Now you just need a perfect gem. So that's going to allow you to save your perfect skulls for other uses. So just small little quality of life change there. Another new item, they got Scorn, which is a melee Sorc weapon. Melee splash damage, melee splash radius increased by 20%. 2 to 3 fire skills, 20 IAS, 30 to 40% chance of blocking, 10 to 18 flat damage, and 40% crushing blow. So just kind of a fun, low-level unique for people who want to do maybe enchant Sorc leveling up, but only required level 20, 27, and just another cool little addition to the game to just kind of make those levelings shake up. I think it's pretty badass to add something like this. That 40% of crushing blows, no joke. Okay, a little Zon update for Jab and Fend. He increased the attack, the animation attack thing, so it's going to be attacking faster. Pretty funny because yeah, I was just doing all a Jabazon all last season. Well, I did Magic Arrow into the Jabazon, Odyssean's Nightmare, or Odyssean's Awakening, and might have to just go back and play Jabazon again with these additions. And so you can see it's attack a little faster for just Fend and Jab, though. Another thing they changed was Penetrate now grants 1% of physical pierce per base 2 levels with a max of 10%. That's pretty huge. I'm probably going to play Jabazon again. Another rework that we got was to Raycor's Virtue. Still have the additional curse, but they want to make it a little more versatile. They got rid of frenzy skills and added double throw, so you still have that double swing buff. And then they also added flat not flat damage, percent damage. So now it can roll between 40 to 60 enhanced damage on it. So kind of a shakeup with this item. I never find it though, honestly. I never get that thing to drop, or I brick it. Another little quality of life. So people who don't use a loot filter, now they fix the tooltip for stacked and unstacked things for for new players being able to understand what's going on. Okay, a rework to how to re-roll rares. Instead of 6 purpose skulls, it's only 3. That includes maps, the rare jewels, so a little bit cheaper to re-roll rares. Now this was kind of a weird thing, and I clipped the stuff that we could actually see. They're toggling an option to where you can make if you're playing with another person, to where you can make their abilities transparent. That's what I get from it. It was hard to see with the footage, but that's what I gathered. It's an optional mode though, just to help it like not be so cluttered on screen when you're playing with multiple people. You can just make them a little more translucent. Maybe hopefully they show better stuff, footage of that, because I'm curious. Anyway. New unique map coming. It's called Outer Void. It's kind of based off of the final Rathma levels. Pretty cool. The unique thing about this map is you will fight 3 bosses, mini bosses, who are kind of buffed up. It'll be a boss from the tier 1 map, then a boss from a tier 2 map, and a boss from a tier 3 map. And they'll have difficulty about the level of mini Ubers, they said. And what they will drop for it is they will drop Uber crafting materials. So for the Lucian fight, for the Rathma fight, for the D-clone fight, things like that. As you can see here, we got the boss from whatever that is, Lost Tunnels or something like that. And then he gets a demonic insignia. So there'll be 3 fights. New rune word, loyalty, pole, tier, dole. This one has spear and bow form. The spear has fend, and while the bow version of it will have decoy. And this is mostly for a caster thing, as you saw that spear and the bow have cast speed, but they don't have attack speed. So there's also a change to the bountiful crafting. Before, to get a plus skill, you had to use the caster recipe. Well, now you can use a bountiful recipe, and you can get a +1 skill with it, as well as a little MF to that as well. So a little rework to the bountiful craft. Now the people who don't need FCR but want a plus skill, they can go this route for crafting. Very cool. Rework to, I guess, bone shields as well as spike shields. Bone shields now will have a reduced chance to block, but they will come with an implicit of magic damage taken reduced. I think he said it rolls between 6 to 8. And that goes for all from bone shields up to troll nests, as you see here, from normal to exceptional. And yeah, the spike one will have, instead of it will again have the reduced block chance, but it will have attack that takes damage on it natively. So just kind of maybe more of a thematic rework for this one overall. I'm still just tripping out about the the currency tab, the currency materials thing. That is So cool. And I believe this is the last thing. The final new item that we've got from the developer stream is a druid helm called Feneris. It is minus 5 to 10 enemy physical resistance. You may summon 2 additional spirit wolves, 1 to 2 druid skills, minus 25% target defense, plus 2 Heart of the Wolverine, plus 2 to summon spirit werewolf, some defense, and some dexterity. And so kind of a good werewolf helm, or maybe, I guess, wolf druid, summon druid. Want to do that. So pretty badass. Love the artwork. Shout out to Erlen again for all the artwork that they're doing for this. Super cool. That barbarian helmet was badass. That looked just like something out of like Conan the Barbarian Battle for the Mound scene, where they're going around piking people off their horses. But that is going to be the last one for the developer stream, number 2 for season 11 of Project Diablo 2. You want to stay updated with these, like and subscribe. Really appreciate everyone commenting and liking and subscribing for the last video. And I will be making another one for next Saturday. So he said there's going to be another big announcement. So stay tuned. Have a good one, guys. Thank you.